He has been removed from WWE Supercard, which is a mobile game by 2K. He's been removed from the Royal Rumble that just passed. Braun Breaker supposedly filled in that slot. He was scheduled to be at Elimination Chamber and was supposed to face Gunther, the Ringenhall, at WrestleMania 40, but those plans are now scrapped. So, with that said, what makes you think he's not potentially going to be removed from 2K24? He's on the cover of the Ultimate Road to WrestleMania 40 edition. I forget what it's called. He's already in the game. Are they just going to yank him out? I don't know. I really don't know. I just know that it's hard for me to talk about what his alleged involvement in this whole fiasco is. Because if it's true, what's been going on with Miss Grant and Vince McMahon, we don't know what Brock Lesnar knew and what he didn't know. Right? Like, he had her personal phone number. They were able to communicate back and forth. We don't know if she's ever expressed fear, being coerced against her own will. We don't know. At least I don't know. And I've already made a video on this, so I don't want to keep dancing around the subject of something I've already covered. The main point of this video, which I'd like to think I've already covered, is just that. He's been removed from an actual WWE event, and he's been removed from a 2K game right now. Hence why I think there could be a small chance he's removed from 2K24. Innocent until proven guilty. I'm huge on that. I'm just going to talk about it a little bit. Looking at Vince's behavior, his past, promos, how the divas were treated back in the 90s and early 2000s. I mean, let's be real. It was softcore porn. Okay? It was ridiculous. It really was. There was nothing wrestling about that stuff. Okay? Bikini matches, baby oil, pillow fights, and all this fucking bullshit. Was it nice to look at? Of course it was, but it was still fucking stupid. That's not why I was tuning in. As a matter of fact, I skipped those. I'm being dead serious. Okay? So you just kind of look at the history of that, how he did the jokes with Trish Stratus, him being half naked, and then Linda McMahon walking in. I mean, I get it. It's a character. Supposedly, like I said, with Miss Grant and Laurinaitis, they did threesomes. He defecated on her. Lesnar apparently wanted her to record a video of herself urinating. We don't know if this was, not so much if it was against her own will, if that was expressed or if she was too afraid to say anything, and if Brock Lesnar had any awareness of what was actually happening with McMahon, right? Like, I know I keep saying it a million times over. I literally just don't know. That's why I have to remain neutral with all party members involved. So with something like this, you just kind of go, you know what? We don't really know all the details. Is it a crime to ask somebody to urinate in a video? Right? You didn't exactly pull an R. Kelly here. So do you just leave him in the game? He's already in there. Then you just, moving forward, don't promote the guy. Right? Look at the whole Amber Heard thing. Aquaman with the Johnny Depp thing. That was a mess. Except that, I could tell you my opinion on that. Fuck that bitch. She was crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel confident enough to be able to say that and say, poor Johnny Boy. In this case, I don't know who to point the finger at. I don't know who. I forget her first name. Miss Grant. I don't know who she is. I have no emotional attachment to her. Brock Lesnar and Vince McMahon are people I looked up to and idolized for decades. Decades. And it's like, yeah, if they're guilty and they knew that she wasn't up to the task and she was afraid and they just kept exploiting her, then fuck those two bozos. Right? It won't be hard for me to drop them and be like, you know what? Fuck them. But until it's like proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that there was foul play and there was something sinister and that Brock Lesnar was aware of potentially McMahon's evil doings, it is a difficult position to be in and be like, do we pull him out? I think 2K24 is a bigger game than fucking Supercard. In my opinion. I could be wrong, but okay. So I don't know how I would handle that if I was part of the PR team or whatever it's called. If I was the head of 2K Visual Concepts, the people that tried to fucking sue me last year for talking about 2K23 before the trailer was released and I hadn't even shown the leaked footage. I had talked about it. I almost got sued by them. And it was scary. Anyways, I'm going off topic. I just don't know what to make of this. I just felt like I wanted to rant about it a little bit more. And like I said, in the first 30 seconds, hopefully I got to the main point of the video. That he could, without clickbaiting, could actually maybe be gone. And of course that would suck. It's a character I like playing as a lot. But I mean, if he did something that he shouldn't have, and that's proven, then I guess remove him. You're not going to find Chris Benoit in a game anytime soon. Right? I mean, it's an extreme, but my point still stands. And then you have Hogan with the N-word. They took him out, completely erased him out of the history books, and then brought him back like it never happened. Is this going to die down? Maybe. Again, it'll depend at the level of involvement, if any, that he was in. At the end of the day and night, he never met her. He's never, ever met Miss Grant. Ever. That's been now seemingly, allegedly proven that he's never met her. They've communicated. We don't know every single interaction. Listen, bitch, you better piss on me. Like, we don't know if any of that took place or not. Again, I'm not here to downplay or upplay. Notice how I'm not calling Miss Grant a liar. Anything. I'm not calling Brock Lesnar a freak or McMahon. I'm remaining neutral. It's fence sitting. Not usually something I do, but in a situation like this where I just don't know, I could be made a fool if I really swing hard in either direction. So I'm just waiting it out and saying that until you get all the facts, it's already been done. He's already in the game. He was put in the game way before any of this ever took place. I mean, is it controversial for me to be like, you know what, just leave him in? He was placed in the game way before any of the allegations occurred. Anything forthcoming, okay, fine, that's different. So if there's like new Brock Lesnar My Faction cards that are going to be released, yeah, maybe don't promote those. Don't have them in there. But what's been done has been done, if that makes any sense. That's my personal take on it. Controversial or not, it's just how I feel. Is it the right thing to feel? I don't know. It's just what I'm feeling in the present. It's already been done. Now, moving forward with 2K25. Assuming we don't come to a conclusion, because they could technically be slowly working on that, right? Because 2K24 is pretty much done now. They're going to patch it and stuff like that, but they're definitely going to start pushing slowly to work over the next year to make 2K25. At that point, don't include them. And then if everything settles, you can add them as DLC. Technically speaking, come to think of it, maybe they could do the same thing with 2K24. You want to protect the brand, you're unsure, temporarily pull them. Pull them. Put them to the side. Like Ric Flair wasn't even in the last game for no reason. As far as I know. It could have been just licensing agreement. Anyhow, pull them. And then if the allegations get dropped or nothing's been proven criminally with him, include him back in as DLC. Here comes the pain deal. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a little bit disappointed with this whole situation. I don't know who to point the finger at. Definitely somebody's in the wrong, and I don't know who it is. Either way, this situation and others alike are incredibly terrible. And me personally, as much as I don't want to admit it, I do have a bad feeling that there's something shady with McMahon. But again, only time will tell. what is the real deal. As always, if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. If you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half, twist it, break it off in your ass, and give you an F5 on your back so that it hurts. You get it. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally, that would be great now, wouldn't it? But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.